Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to discuss about jagged array and object array. So we already know multi-dimensional array means multiple rows and multiple columns. For example, 3 by 3. So it means 3 rows and 3 columns. But what is mean by jagged array means we have assumed 3 rows. Row 1 consists of 4 columns. Row 2 need only 3 columns. Suppose row 3 need 5 columns. That means each row can have different number of columns. That is jagged array. That means according to user requirement, how many number of columns are needed on each row. We are creating like jagged array. So similar syntax, new e of is equal to new int, but while declaration you are writing the number of rows. And after that, a of 0 means row 0, 3 columns are assigned. Row 1, 4 columns are assigned. Row 2, 2 columns are assigned. Like this, each and every row, we are creating the columns separately. See this one? Here I am declaring the array. After that, I am assigning the number of columns to each and every row separately. Okay. Now, I will write down with one example. Class demo jagged public static void main okay int a of is equal to new int of. Okay, now what is how many number of columns are required in each and every row? A of 0 is equal to new int of 3. A of 1 is equal to new int of 4. A of 2 is equal to new int of 2. Like this. Not only 3, 4, 2. Whatever the number you want, you can write. Now read the values for int I is equal to 0. I less than how many number of rows? 3 rows. I plus plus. Or else instead of 3, you can write this one also. A dot length automatically returns the number of rows. For int j is equal to 0, j less than how many values are assigned? The j loop is used for filling the columns. For the first column, the loop is repeated 3 times. Second column 4 times. Third column 2 times. So, instead of writing 3, 4, 5, I am directly taking the value from the array. A dot length. I plus plus. System dot out dot println. Sorry. Read the values. A of I. A of I. J. Now the thing is sc dot next int of. Okay. Now observe this one. Already said you can directly write array dot length, or else if you know you can write the number of values. If you know you can write the number of values. Okay, right. Now here sc means again I need to use something. Now what I am writing, suppose count plus plus. Initially I assumed one count variable is equal to 0. Now print the value. For int I is equal to 0. Here what I am doing, system dot out dot println. So some bracket. Okay, you need to close class also. So this is the for loop, this for loop, and this for loop. This is main, this is class. Now index 3 out of bounds for length 3. So that is the reason I used this one, a dot length index 3 out of bounds for length 3. So observe A0 3 rows, A0, A1, A2. Here this one I given one value. Now count I0, I less than A dot length, J equal to 0, A of I dot length. Okay, here everything is fine. Now see this one. Here I am creating the array like this. I am reading the value and at the same time I am printing the value. Everything is fine. Here java.lang.array index out of bounds exception. Array index out of bounds. Now go to your command prompt. Public static void main int a of is equal to new int of 3 by 3 a0 3. Suppose you given some value 4, not a problem. A of 2 is equal to new int of 2. A of 2 is equal to new int of 2. Int count is equal to 0. I is equal to 0. I less than your array name is A dot length I plus plus. J equal to 0. A of I dot length. That is also fine. J less than A of I dot length. A of ij is equal to count plus plus. Now what I am doing? I am just printing the value A dot length, J less than A of I dot length and then print the value. Now this is the way to read information. Okay, here everything is fine. This is the jagged array. Okay, maybe demo jagged. Index 3 out of bounds of length 3. Here my length is 3 only. Suppose I changed the length to 4. So exception in thread cannot read the array length because local is null at demo jagged. Count is equal to 0. That is not a problem. Now anyway you understand the concept of jagged array. Now I am moving into object array. The simple thing, object array is the super class for all the classes. Here object array means it can store any type of objects. Means see this one. Here I am creating an object array. It can store string object, integer object, double object and one more array object. This is object array. Now you got it. Object array store objects of any class. Objects of any class it can store. This is the syntax of creating object array. Now you understand. Anyway, the first thing is you need to understand how do you create multi-dimensional array. Now what is the advantage of jagged array? The main advantage is for printing triangular matrices. The jagged array plays a very crucial role. So this is the concept of jagged array and object array. Thank you.